Welcome, my dudes, to a casted game of Age of Empires 4, and we're here with a brand new game mode. This is called a Mongol Royale, and you may know your popular FPS games, they have Battle Royale modes. Well, now it's in Age of Empires 4. We can see the minimap here has a big circle around it. We're on a gigantic map right here, and yes, I'm also playing in this. This is a game I played earlier. But I thought it was a really fun game, and I wanted to cast it so we could see everyone's perspectives. So spawning here in the blue, or in the light blue, we have Crackety here. In the purple, I have myself. In the red, we got Shupamash. We're going to call him Shup. He's playing in the red. We got Papi Castro in the pink, and then we got Irish Ripper Man in the green, and everyone is going to be playing the Mongols, because if you haven't guessed already, the circle slowly moves in. I mean, I say that slowly, it jumps around, and basically anything outside of the circle, when the circle moves, gets killed. So you want to have everything inside of that circle, and obviously playing the Mongols is the only civilization that can pack up their buildings and move. So it would be kind of useless if you couldn't move your city, because the circle would just destroy your whole town. So yeah, that's why everyone is playing the Mongols. We see Crackly over here doing some odd stuff with his villagers. Not sure what this one's doing down here. Maybe he's looking to do a bit of scouting down there. But we can see everyone set up their town centers. I'm over here in quite a good position. Crackly's got a decent position. Us two is kind of on our own down here, whereas Irish Repo Man, Papi, and Shmup, they're up here in the north. Everyone's kind of opened with the same sort of approach, going with the Uvu, setting up the town center. And we see Crackly over here. Crackly, for those that don't know, is a top 50 player, so he knows what he's doing when it comes to these kind of civilizations. So he's able to pick up the Mongols and play them like it was any other game. Whereas for like me, I've never played the Mongols before in a ranked game. And I'm sure it's the same for some of these players up here. But we just really wanted to give this game mode a go because it looked really good fun. I spoke to the developer as well to get a couple of things changed, because I felt like it was a little bit too long, because before, each time that the circle moved, it would be the same amount of time in between each round. So I'll explain the rounds now. So each round, it gets shorter and shorter. So round 1 is 6 minutes long. So when we get 6 minutes, the circle will get smaller. Then it'll be 5 minutes. Then it'll be 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. And then from there, each minute, it gets, it eliminates. So round 1's quite a long time. You're able to age up in that time, that's for sure. Maybe even go for a bit of a fast castle if you get in that position. But we'll have to see where the circle goes first. I'm not going to give any spoilers as to what happens, because it's quite a fun game, this one. We see Papi already aging up with the deer stones. I think everyone went for the deer stones, to be honest. Papi managed to age up really quickly. That's quite surprising. Let's have a look at his villager count. So he's on 9 villages. Okay, that's interesting. Everyone else making lots of villagers, whereas Papi's decided to go for a bit of a fast age up. Which, to be honest, I'm not quite sure about this build. But we'll have to see how that goes. Shop over here, doing lots of idle with his villagers. It looks like he moved his town centre over to this wood line. So he's going to have a bit of idle time right there. We can see who else is aging up at this point. I think Irish is about to click up. He's got enough resources to... Papi over here, already aged up. You can see me over here, I've already clicked up as well. And Crackly has as well. So everyone's going to be going for the deer stones. Because to be honest, going for the silver tree in this game isn't going to be a great idea, considering that the trade posts are outside of the circle. So deer stone's definitely going to be the #1 option here for the first age up. 3 sacred sites on the map as well. 1, 2, 3. Although they're probably not going to be doing too much this game, considering this one's right on the border. And we see Crackly's got a nice Uvu here at the forward. He's grabbing the superior mobility upgrade. Definitely an upgrade that you want, especially when the circle starts to move in a bit. Because you're going to need to pack everything up and get on the move. So not a lot going on at the moment. People just aging up. We're a minute away from the first circle that is going to be moving in. We see Poppy actually getting a go out here as well. That's interesting. He could just use the town center. We see Schmop over here. He's managed to re-sort out all of his economy. So it looks like he might be going for a bit of a fast castle as well. Got 11 villagers on the food. He hasn't even clicked up yet though. So still maybe looking to age up to age 2. You can see I've moved over here onto this deer patch and looking to just push in all of the deer over to this gur. Because I'm really struggling for a food source right now. You can see here I'm down to only a few sheep, which is definitely not a situation I want to be in. You can see Schmop finally being able to click up, going with the deer stones as well. Irish over here is now starting to build a barracks and some archery rangers. He's going to be double producing those spearmen. So maybe looking to do a bit of early aggression onto some of his opponents. Maybe up here, Poppy, he's a bit worried about how close he is to this player. And especially if the circle moves in, like we see like here. So the first circle has been placed. And we can see Crackety's definitely got the worst position right here. He's going to have to move quite a distance to place his new town center location. We can see for me over here, I have to move in a little bit, but really not too much effort at all. I can just move it the other side here. I've got a nice stone outcropping over here. I can move my Uvu to. So we got 5 minutes for this round. So I can still have everything outside here until that 5 minutes is up. So I don't think anyone lost anything in that round. I'd be very surprised if anyone did. We see Schmop still trying to age up with the deer stones over here. He's going to be the last one to age up. And we see Poppy over here going to be getting his early horseman upgrade. Going to be going into some horsemen. But we see Irish over here. He's got some spearmen out. So it'll be interesting to see if these two players maybe do collide a little bit. And I wonder if this Uvu will get destroyed in the next circle. It's slightly outside of the range, but we'll have to see how that one works. Crackley's Uvu is definitely going to be destroyed right there. It seems like Crackley's going to be going into some archery ranges for himself. And now we see Schmupp finally reaches that second age. Not a lot else going on at this point at time. Irish doing a little bit of long distance chopping right here. Definitely really inefficient right there. You could get these villagers over here. Would definitely be a bit nicer. And we see Irish actually making some Mangadai over here. So looking to do a little bit of raiding onto Poppy over here. Looking to be a bit of a pain. Especially as Poppy doesn't have anything out at the moment apart from one horseman and his Khan. We can see me over here. I haven't even started to react to this new circle yet. I've moved my deer stones, but apart from that, that is it. We also see Crackly looking to do a bit of scouting. He's got his forward gold over here set up already. You can see I'm just scouting out, seeing what Schmop's up to. Looks like he's going to be going for a bit of a fast castle over here. Irish just doing a bit of scouting with that Mangadai and Khan. While Poppy just continues to build up this massive horseman. It's going to take him quite a while to get a sufficient mass over here. But also 3 pastures going up. So let's see if anyone else is building pastures at this point in the game. Doesn't seem like it. So Poppy's going to be the first one to do so. Which, I mean, is definitely decent. You definitely need them in the late game. And now we can see I'm deciding to go for the step without age up. Going for that fast castle. But you can see my score's quite far behind. Especially compared to Irish and Crackety. I think that's probably because Irish and Crackety decided to get out some early Mangadai. Pushing up their score a little bit. Whereas you can see I've invested a lot of resources into this age up right here. So my score should jump as soon as I age up. I'm also bringing forward the deer stones here. I want to set up a bit of a forward base right here. So building a bit of a tower on top of this gold vein. Really looking to secure up this position. Because this gold is the only gold that's nearby. Apart from up here and to the side here. Crackly doing a bit of damage onto the villager over there. Schmop's Scon's going to be going down in the base of Poppy. And Irish, he's building still building quite a massive Mangadai right here. He's got some spearmen back in the base as well. He's still double producing these as well. So it looks like he's building up quite a mass already. And we are 1 minute away, I believe, from the next circle moving. So we'll have to see where that one gets placed. Cracky still building some Mangudai as well. So people seem to be going quite heavy on the Mangudai in this game mode, which is definitely a good idea considering how fast they can be. And we see Cracky now aging up with a Kurultai. So I decided to go with the step route, wherever that, here it is, the step route. Because I thought, you know, I could get some extra gold and stuff. And it works really well if the game goes out late. However, Crackety going with the Kurultai means he can heal up all of his units and does additional damage and stuff. So maybe this is a really good landmark because, you know, having your Khan nearby. I don't think you need the Khan nearby actually. Yeah, they removed that in the. Oh no, you do need the Khan nearby. Never mind. But this is a really good landmark because if you manage to get this right in the center of the circle in the late game, then you're going to be able to heal up all of your units. You're going to be able to get some extra damage down. We see Irish just trying to do a bit of damage onto these units right here. The Town Center Fire is going to be doing a lot of damage onto these Mangudai though. Mangudai get absolutely wrecked by anything ranged. But unfortunately for Poppy, he doesn't have anything ranged at the moment. He's finally producing some Mangudai of his own. And now we can see round 2 has finished. Let's see the next circle. We'll see it any second now. There it is. So again, really unlucky for Crackly. Crackly's having to move in every time. But now Spearman onto the Horseman right here. This is a really good fight for Irish. He's putting a lot of pressure onto Poppy right here. Poppy's going to be losing all of his army. He's going to be losing a ton of villagers as well. Fortunately for him, he does have this tower here. But that's a lot going down. Irish doing a really good job here. But what is it for? Because, you know, Crackety over here, me and Shmup have been just left alone. Because right now, Irish is causing damage to Poppy, but he's also causing damage to himself by not investing these resources into maybe like a castle age or something. So we'll have to see how that one plays out. We can see Crackety's already moving his base across. But poor Crackety having to move his base every single time. I'm also going to have to do the same in a minute as well. We have, how long? 4 minutes till the next one, so it'll be 15 minutes. 15 minutes is going to be the next round. Shmup doesn't have to move at all this game. Neither for Poppy. Both of these players got very lucky with the circle. They can just be left alone. They don't have to move their whole base. Unfortunately for Irish, he has to move his base this time. We can see he's setting his town centre up next to this wood line. He needs to bring these pastures through the blacksmith. He can't bring the Uvu. His next stone mine is going to be all the way up here. He should be able to secure up this one, to be fair. But we can see Poppy actually doesn't have any Uvu down, which is definitely interesting. Let me just make sure. Yeah, no stone in the bank, so that's definitely interesting. And we see Shmup going for a bit of a forward town centre over here, building some pastures now. So it looks like he's going to be defending up this position, and this could be really bad for me and Crackety, especially if the circle moves up north. And Shmup finally deciding to build some Mangudai of his own. You can see me over here. I'm starting to drop down an archery range and a barracks. I'm going into crossbowmen because my thought was people are going to be going heavy into lancers or Mangudai. And I was right about the Mangudai, but not so right about the lancers. No one really going to lancers because everyone's sort of still in age 2 apart from Crackety. And Crackety's going up with going mainly Mangudai. We see Crackety also here with the traction trebuchet. I'm just trying to secure up this area. I really want to get as much gold from here as possible. But Crackety being a real pain right here with this traction trebuchet, doing tons of damage onto these outposts. So I keep having to repair this up. Irish finally moving his base across. Nothing left over here. Shmup's got his whole economy over here. 40 villagers. Let's take a look at the villager count right now. Poppy's on 27. Crackety on 42. Shmup on 53. I'm on 36. I'm a little bit far behind as I did lose a couple villagers over here earlier on in the game. Irish on 41. And we're back to Poppy on 28. So Crackety being really annoying here. He's just taking out some of my villagers with the traction trebuchet. You can see here I do try and take this out, but it didn't really go to plan. I didn't have any upgrades on these guys. So Crackety really able to push these back pretty quickly. And we see everyone's getting a lot closer now. Shmup building a big mass of Mangadai right here. And I think we got 1 more minute. Yeah, so it'll be 6... Yeah, sorry, I was wrong about that earlier, I think. It'll be 16 minutes to the next circle, I think. So we see Crackety here, now building a Mangonel. Going really heavy with the siege approach. Building another traction trebuchet as well. And now we have round 3. Okay, so it was 50. It was like halfway through the 15th minute. And here is round 4. So we got 3 minutes left now till the next round. And look how much we have to move in this time. I actually don't have to move in at all. So I'm very lucky about this. But I think I lost a load of villagers down here, which is definitely unfortunate. Crackety again has to move in a lot of stuff over here. Same with Irish, same with Poppy. And Smop doesn't really have to move much at all. Smop's got so lucky this game. He doesn't have to move anything. Especially as he's got this central location where all of his economy and army is at the moment. So I'm looking alright right now. Crackety still being a pain with these 2 traction trebuchets, trying to take down my towers. Crackety's also got 2 relics in the bank. Looking to go for a bit of a ball play right now. We don't have long till the next counter. We're a minute through. So 2 minutes left till the next round. They get quicker and quicker. Pressure definitely increases as you go through the game. Because as soon as you finish moving, like, one of your base, you suddenly have to move it all over again. So it's really dependent on the circle. You can get really unlucky, like Crackety over here. Or you can get really lucky, like Shmup. I say Shmup, it's not Shmup, is it? It's Shop. So he's still in age 2, however. Same with Poppy over here. Both still in age 2. Which, I mean, is good for their economy. And also, you know, they can build up a bit more of a mass. But we can see Crackety over here. He's going for a very heavy siege composition. 2 mangonels, 2 traction trebuchets, and a load of veterancy upgrades on these guys. Does he have a blacksmith down? Crackety doesn't actually have a blacksmith down, so he doesn't have any upgrades on these guys. He does have the +2 attack because he's around the coral tie right here. Crackety trying to take out some of the towers here from Shop right here. And we can see I'm slowly moving over to the right here because or more up north to be honest, because, you know, I don't want to be near Crackety. Crackety's in a great position right here, so I just need to try and stabilize a little bit. That's what I try to do. I just try and back away from him as much as possible. I get down my Uvu again. I find a gold mine up here, so I do go on to that in a second. And we see Poppy is going to be moving across here, setting up all of his stuff. Some archers coming out from Poppy as well, which is definitely an interesting choice. We can see Irish over here. He's in the castle age. He went up with a step out. So he's got veterancy upgrades on the spearman. He's got Mangadai out as well. But we're gonna be having the next round in. Is it? Yeah, I think it's now. Irish needs to pull all of these villagers, or he's definitely gonna lose some stuff here. I think. Oh. Okay, that could have been close. That could have been close. Could be any second now. The next round starts. There we go. We can see stuff gets destroyed right there. I think Shmup lost some stuff over here. So this is the next round. And look how far me and Crackety have to move. And Shop is right in the way. He needs to try and defend up this position, and that will be 2 players knocked out. But luckily for Crackety, he's got 3 trebuchets right here that are going to be knocking down his base, and 2 mangonels, and quite a big army here of crossbow plus Mangadai. But there's only 2 minutes till the next round, so Crackety really needs to be quick. But many villagers going down here for Shop, losing so many villagers right there. Not doing a lot with his army. We can see me over here, not really reacting to what's going on. I didn't realize how little time we had. We've got like a minute now till the next circle. Poppy slowly moving in his base as well. Irish needs to speed up a little bit as well. He's not looking in a good position over here. He needs to move this in quickly. But he needs to be careful right next to Crackety as well. We see Shmup or Shop moving through with these Mangadai. They aren't going to be doing too much damage. They're going to get absolutely wrecked by the crossbow plus Mangadai. And now we've got like 40 seconds left till the next ring. I'm starting to bring in a few things over here, but my army's still outside the circle right here. Poppy's still got quite a few buildings out here as well. We see Crackety is just doing an amazing job here, just taking all of this out. And now we see the mass migration. He's pulling everything he's got right now. He's going to lose a lot here, though. He needs to be fast with this. He's still got 5 villagers inside of this tower he needs to take out. Is he going to get it across in time? He's got 10 seconds. But look at me, I completely forgot about this. I think I managed to pull these units just in time. Any second now, we will have the next ring. We can see I managed to pull these guys. And then I think this goes down any second now. We'll watch all of this be burnt down. There we go. Everything gets destroyed. So luckily I managed to spot my army in time. So I managed to save that. But Crackley's looking in a great position here. He manages to save the majority of stuff. And have a look at this last circle. This is the final circle, round 6. And then after this, each minute it just gets, it just kills everything outside of it. So everyone looking to move their stuff in now. And we've only got a minute on this, so we're already halfway through till the next round. And Crackly having to move in all of his stuff right here. I mean, to be honest, at this point, you could already, ditch a load of this stuff. Just bring everything, bring your villagers and your army. That's all you need, really. And Irish needs to be careful. He's going to lose all this stuff if he's not careful. He needs to pull this across. Any second now, it's going to go off. This could be really bad for Irish. Any second now. Oh, he manages to pull it across just in time. Same with Crackley. He manages to get everything across here. So it seems like it's a little bit delayed, the timer. We do have little timers on our screens in the game. And now we can see round 6 has begun. We're all still alive at this point. And Irish looking to just take out all of this stuff. And the circle actually does get smaller. My bad. I thought round 6 was as small as it gets, but it does get smaller. And Irish over here needs to be careful. Shmup, he's got some lancers out right now. Look at all of these villagers for Irish looking to take these out. Crackly moving up here with his army as well. And to be honest, I've got a decent position here. However, I just don't have a big army. I've got a decent size of crossbow and men-at-arms. Crackly's really got the massive siege right now, and siege is all that matters. And Irish is going to be losing so much stuff here to the mangonels. look at the villager army for Crackly right here, and you can see I start to get involved now as well. I want to do a bit of damage. We should have the next round coming in any second now. Crackly's moving out here. He needs to be careful. The timer is going to go off any second now. And there we go. Look at everything that goes down right there. Crackly losing a ton of villagers right there. I actually lose a bunch of stuff down here as well. And now it's pretty much just down between me and Crackety. But as you can see, look at Crackety's mass. He's even got some production buildings over here. Let's have a look at his resource count. Yeah, he's still got plenty of resources in the bank as well. And now I go in, see if I can do anything. My micro not the best here with the men-at-arms. And my army just goes down. Poppy and Shmup have resigned at this point. It's just me and Irish left. And my army is pretty much dead right here. That's pretty much a good game right there. Crackety takes the win. We'll see I'll resign any second now. Followed shortly by Irish. You can see my army gets completely destroyed right there. And there we go. I surrender. It's just Irish left. He surrenders in a second as well. So yeah, what do you guys think of this Battle Royale mode? I think it's really fun. I think I needed to reduce the time on it. I can reduce the time on how long each circle moves in. So I think if we do this again, I'll do it a little bit shorter. But yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this, guys. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.